Hello my frugal friends, welcome back to our place. Today I'm just going to share with you all of the things that I eat in a day today. It's a what I eat in a day video, just giving you guys a little bit of insight into how the meals generally run around here. This is what I'm eating one day this week today, and yeah, that's pretty much it, what I eat in a day. Let's get to it. So in the interest of full disclosure, I should probably say that my husband actually makes me a cup of tea every single morning before I wake up. So this is always ready for me at 7 o'clock. And in the morning, I'm actually really enjoying the Twinings chai tea at the moment. It's lovely. About an hour or so later, I'll start making breakfast, and this morning I decided to do Broccoli Mum's breakfast cake. If you guys haven't tried this, you absolutely need to. It's a new take or a different take on oats for breakfast. So it's not actually a cake, it's a baked oatmeal, but it is absolutely delicious and it's fun just calling it cake for breakfast. So this is 1 banana mashed with 1 cup of milk and 1.5 cups of oats and 1 tablespoon of unsweetened cocoa powder. That's it. You're just going to mix that all up and cook it in the microwave, and voila, you have cake for breakfast. So it is a pretty healthy breakfast, all things considered. There's no extra sugar or anything like that. I'm not using a drinking chocolate. This is unsweetened cocoa powder. The sweetness comes from the banana and whatever toppings that you want to put on it. So we've really enjoyed trialing and exploring a bunch of different toppings. Today we did strawberry, which was lovely. It would have been fantastic if we had some yogurt as well, but unfortunately we didn't have any. But we just had it as is, cake, chocolate cake and strawberries for breakfast with a tiny little drizzle of maple syrup because that's all I had left, and I was really just trying to use it up. Get it out of the kitchen. You guys know I love a good use it up challenge, and I'm always thinking about ways that I can use up the last little bit of things that we have lying around. So this was breakfast today and it was absolutely delicious. This was 2 serves, so Charlotte and I had this one and Shannon's one was made separately, but how good is that? Snacks at our place is typically fruit. So we always have fruit on hand. Today I had a couple of mandarins, but there's always fruit to choose from. And that's usually our morning snack that we have. Lunch today was leftovers, but the recipe itself, if you'd like to go and check it out, was a recipe that I actually made a couple of weeks ago in a Use It Up challenge video, and we liked it so much that we've actually put this into rotation at our place, and we've had this recipe a couple of times since then. It is a fig and couscous salad with a few extra bits and pieces popped in on top. But one of the things that I love so much about doing these Use It Up challenges and extreme grocery budget challenges is that every now and then you come across a recipe or you make something up that is really good that you wouldn't have thought of doing before, and you have a new recipe in rotation that you really enjoy, and this is one of those recipes. So couscous, dried fig, some sunflower seeds in the couscous mix. It's on a bed of salad leaves, and then I go ahead and top it with some diced beetroot and some air fried chickpeas that are kind of like crunchy little croutons. They're absolutely delicious. So it's a big meal, it's filling, it's got some sweetness, it's got some protein in there, lots of fiber. It's just a really good all-round meal, and like I said, we would never have come across this if it wasn't for that Use It Up challenge, and I was just trying to work out how I can use up some dried figs that I'd had in the pantry for a lot longer than I would like to actually admit. So I've topped this off with a raspberry vinaigrette, which I'm also trying to use up. I still have that in the fridge, and some hummus, and that's it. It's a massive, big, filling lunch, and it's a new family favorite. I will link the Use It Up video down below if you'd like to see the complete recipe. Mid-afternoon, I was getting a bit peckish, so ended up having just a little handful of nuts, and it's a good way just to get in some healthy fats if you are eating plant-based, which is what I'm doing. Dinner, I decided to do a pulled jackfruit taco. I was actually pretty excited about this one because if you guys have been around my channel for long enough, you know I do have a bit of a soft spot for anything that is kind of Mexican inspired. I love some Mexican food. So pulled jackfruit is a plant-based alternative to doing things like pulled pork or pulled beef or pulled chicken. It pretty much takes on the flavor of anything that you put with it. So by smothering it in some taco seasoning, it just tasted like pulled pork. And I've actually fed this to people who didn't know that it was plant-based, and they actually didn't know the difference between this and a pulled pork because it has the same sort of texture, and your flavoring comes from pretty much whatever it is that you want to put with it. So I was a little bit hesitant about cooking with jackfruit to start off with because I didn't really understand or know what to do, but it's very easy to use. Pretty much drain it, stick it in a pan, break it up so that it sort of resembles a pulled meat, and then flavor it, and that's it. So dinner tonight was again a bit of a Use It Up inspired meal. You guys know that I love thinking of ways to use things up, so sometimes the meals that we have don't always follow all of the rules. So today I'm using up what was in the fridge and needed to be used, and that included a little bit of coleslaw, so that went in there. I also had some tomatoes and avocados that had become a little bit bruised from being in the caravan fridge. So if you guys who don't own a caravan and don't travel around, you might not know that fresh produce, particularly stuff that does bruise easily, doesn't tend to last in the fridge as long as what it would at home, simply because there's movement in the caravan. Every time we're moving from one camp to the next, things get jiggled around in the fridge, and so your soft produce tends to bruise quicker and needs to be used up quicker than what it would at home. So the tomatoes and the avocado were perfectly fine. They were just a little bit bruised. So all I did was dice them up, mix them together, whack a little bit of lime juice on top, and you couldn't even tell the difference. I'm also using up a little bit of frozen corn, and I had some lettuce and some cucumber in the fridge as well, so I may as well stick those on our tacos. And yeah, this is pretty much dinner. Now, a meal like this, what I usually do is have everything in separate containers, and then everybody can just come and build their own tacos or burritos with the ingredients that they like. I've got a little bit of everything because I like everything, and that is pretty much my dinner. So there you guys go. That is everything that I ate today. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of time here with me, and I hope you enjoyed today's video.